Hello everyone, sorry that I'm a few minutes late on starting stream, but I'm here and I'm ready to do this girl's lovely quest because we got through the story last night. It was bloody awesome. So, we get to go and see A and see what she's up to. Thank God there's no more stupid patrol soldiers. It's so lovely.
If the Tenryo Commission won't assist in dealing with the thunderstorm, the consequences could be catastrophic.
Dealing with the thunderstorm, wouldn't A just be able to control it?
It's not that we're unwilling to do our part. We just don't have any spare hands right now. I hope you can understand.
Okay, proxy clan head, so they got rid of the old one. Good. Good. In my opinion, Sarah should be running the clan, but hey, whatever. Whoever they choose, as long as they're not a dick.
Exactly. So let's keep the discussion going and see if we can find a solution.
Sure.
Hey, Toma! What's going on?
Hopefully you guys can hear my audio fine too.
Hello you two. We were just talking about what an impact you've made in Inazuma.
What a coincidence.
Greetings. Thank you both again for delivering Miss Hiragi's letter that time.
That was a while ago.
Ah, so they're friends of yours. I'm Master Kamaji's servant. Call me Ippe.
Okay.
Well, the Tri-Commission's work used to consist of gathering information for the Shogun and carrying out any duties she assigned. But recently, she announced that she wishes to spend some time in solitude and self-reflection. Since she is refusing to receive any visitors, there is no one to tell us what to do.
You guys really need her to sort that for you.
We all understand if the Shogun needs some quiet time to gather her thoughts. The only problem is, in the meantime, the thunderstorm out at sea has been getting wilder.
I hear that the storm represents the Shogun's will. Yeah.
Yep, that's the one. And all the time it's been there, the storm has never changed in shape or size. But now, it seems to be drawing closer to Inazuma.
Yeah, that bodes well about her mental state. Great.
What? So her will's changed and she wants to destroy Inazuma now? Or is this her way of trying to get revenge on us?
That would be a little childish. There's no way she's doing that.
Yeah, you're right. If she really wanted to get revenge on us, she could just strike us with lightning right here.
Aren't we past this? Like, if she wanted us dead, she would have already done it. Come on. There's no way that she's gonna draw a storm closer intentionally to fuck up her own land. Come on.
Which would also be pretty scary.
I don't think you need to worry about that. The reason we're concerned is that we've never known the almighty Shogun's will to falter before.
Which, actually, this is something to consider. The Shogun has been locking herself in a state of meditation since before most of the people, like, pretty much any human that lives in Inazuma was even born. So they would have never seen her have any emotional change at all.
Considering Liyue's god left not too long ago, it's hard not to take it as a bad sign.
Yeah,
A lot of people now believe that the thunderstorm is getting wilder because the almighty Shogun is having health problems. The fact that she won't see anyone right now makes us concerned that things are only going to get worse.
she has a cold, no worries. No. There must be a reason for the change in the storm. Probably the fact that she's feeling anything in general.
Right. So, before rumors start spreading, Miss Kamisato got me to come here and discuss countermeasures with the Tenryo Commission. We need to make sure we're prepared to deal with the chaos if and when it arrives.
The Shogun got no. Oh, God.
Unfortunately, the reality is that the Tenryo Commission is facing huge internal instability at the moment. The Kujo clan has lost control over the other clans.
Yeah, that makes sense considering what was revealed. But to be fair, the Kujo clan isn't the only one that betrayed the Shogun. It's not just the Tenryo Commission that's at fault.
Huh? Why is that?
Because of the betrayal and everyone probably knowing about it.
The Kujo clan is still awaiting the Shogun's trial for colluding with the Fatui and nearly destroying the whole of Inazuma.
She's actually set up a trial for it. Ooh, you guys are fucked.
Everyone knows that a change of commissioner is inevitable. It's just a matter of time before the almighty Shogun hands down her decree.
Yeah, that's not a surprise.
To put it simply, no one
Sarah.
will take orders from the Kujo clan anymore. But there's still work that has to be done.
As said, probably Sarah, and if it's not Sarah, I'm actually shocked.
If Mr. Takayuki was in better health, there might be a way through. But now?
Him being in poor health wouldn't change anything. People are already pissed off.
My lack of ability is to blame.
No, it's not.
I failed to uncover the truth in time, and I failed to stop my father. And now, as acting head of the clan, I'm failing to quell the unrest.
Yeah, but that's not on him at all. I kind of feel bad. He's having to take responsibility for what his stupid dad did, thinking, oh, you know what? Leaving the Shogun in the dark's a great idea. It's kind of funny though, because A's been aware of it the entire time, and is, well, she's not been aware specifically of the fact she was lied to, but she was aware of the Fatui's involvement, probably, considering, you know, the Saritsa Signora was there, and then we've also got just the idea behind the other clans relaying messages and probably getting that audience with a member of the Fatui in the first place.
Don't blame yourself, Master. You have to at least keep your chin up until your older brother returns. The Kujo clan can't cope with any more instability in its current state.
Yeah, this is why maybe the Kujo clan should be on the back burner, because Sarah's the only one who technically represented that clan well, and she's an adoptive member of it. In my opinion, make her the head. Make her the head.
Yes, you're right. Masahito has enough on his plate at the moment. Mustn't cause any more issues for him.
Oof.
Okay, Toma, let's revisit this discussion in a few days. Right now, I need to go visit Takatsukasa Susumu, head of the Takatsukasa clan. He's the only one capable of taking charge of the situation now.
Oh, we can go talk to A. That'd be great.
I suppose. Well, okay, no problem. A speedy resolution to the Tenryo Commission's internal issues is in our best interest as well.
I'll come with you, Master.
Good for you.
No need. I'll handle this by myself.
Can we just go talk to A?
Okay. Take care then. Come back soon.
Like, I just genuinely want to see how she's doing. Because this is the first time she's...
If you think about it, both the thunderstorm situation and the issue with the Tenryo Commission have been caused by the Shogun's decision to take some time off, right?
Yeah, as she damn right deserves to.
If things carry on like this, people will start to panic.
Maybe we could invite her... Maybe we could invite her out for a while?
Huh? You can actually do that?
This is gonna be interesting, okay.
I don't know for sure.
Shenanigans.
But we may as well try. Whether she takes us up on the offer or not will depend on what mood she's in.
Paimon sounded real nervous then.
Sounds like you guys know what to do. Shall I leave it up to you then?
I don't want to be given the responsibility for that. I don't know how I feel about the idea of us being overly close to A though, because in my opinion there really should be the gap between the... I don't like them pushing the female characters towards the Traveler.
You know, everyone's worrying about the Shogun's condition, but if people got to see her in person, it would put their fears to rest.
I'll try.
Thank you very much. I owe you one, again.
It's like, I still stand by what I said yesterday in stream, that I feel that it should be a character like Kazuha who interacts with her, not us.
The way Paimon sees it, there's only one person who might have the chance to see the Shogun while she's isolating, right?
Sarah.
Let's take a trip to the Grand Narukami Shrine.
Yeah. But she's at work. She's at work. So yeah, using Yai's position makes a lot of sense, but at the same time she's working. Also, it's really funny, I just get to casually play as her while going on a quest to try and get her out of her damn house. Help me get out of my house despite I'm already outside. Because that is the ideal scenario. I really do like Yai though. They did really good on making her likable. Her involvement in the story was really good. And here we are, let's have a chat. Hello, Fox.
I wasn't expecting to receive VIP shrine visitors during downtime. So I suppose you're here just to visit me?
Actually, there's something I need to. Poor girl, we're immediately saddling her with favors.
How cold. I saved your skin, didn't I? Surely you could at least humor me by engaging in some small talk first?
Real.
Then again, I suppose your frankness is part of your charm.
I don't know about that.
So tell me, what is the matter?
We heard the Shogun decided to take a break, and since then the thunderstorm around Inazuma has gotten wilder. Rumor has it that the thunderstorm is affected by the Shogun's will, so people are worrying that something might be wrong with her.
Poor girl can't get a bloody break. It's so mean.
All right. There's little purpose in keeping anything hidden from you anyway.
Okay.
Since the battle, the Shogun has been greatly troubled and her temperament has changed drastically.
Yeah, that doesn't shock me.
What?
Her power was already on the decline.
Oh.
Then you dealt her that fateful strike.
Oh.
The defeat was a heavy blow to her. It also didn't help that I forgot to bring her some tricolor dango and light novels when I went to see her.
That's so funny.
Oh, the poor thing. Without desserts and books to console herself with, she was so angry she quite simply lost it. Crying and ranting and raving. Oh, I could hardly bear to see her that way.
And yet you're not by her side.
You expect us to believe that a god would throw a temper tantrum over something like that?
I don't believe you.
Before you get too indignant, consider the fact that your concerns sound every bit as nonsensical to me as that blatant lie did to you.
Okay, it is a
Faith
blatant
seeks
lie.
eternity.
Good.
To her, mortal lives come and go in
Good.
the blink of an eye. Of what consequence to her are mortal concerns for her well-being?
Okay, good. They're being realistic. I was like, what? No way. I can believe the sweets part, but the light novels? I don't know about that one.
You're saying she's fine, right?
Yeah.
I don't know the details.
Sort of.
She said she wanted to rest, and I have nothing pressing that requires her attention. So there is no reason to disturb her.
About that comment involving 16.5, yes, it's probably what you think it is. It's a reference to a anime I dislike. Of its lovely light novel chapter that never got adapted, thank God, because if it was, we'd have even more questions.
I have heard about the thunderstorm, though. As to the cause, it is not inconceivable that, as you suggest, her will has wavered somewhat.
Okay, it's good that her lie was a little, like, every detail of that lie was a little bullshit. Maybe she's gone stir crazy. No, all the more reason
I
to
am
check
the
on her.
only one in all of Inazuma who can visit her while she is resting.
No. Go on.
But tell me, why should this concern me? Why should I do this for you, when I already have everything one could ever want, and have seen everything one could ever wish to see?
Do it for it.
I like that answer.
Good.
Here is the pass permit. Show it to the Okuzumeshu at the gate, and he will let you in.
There's a pass permit.
Thanks, Miko.
This is the moment she's like, what the fuck are you doing in my house?
My question was in jest, but since you answered it in earnest, please stay true to your word.
Don't worry, I will.
Oh, and don't forget to return the pass permit to me after you have finished with it.
No worries. I doubt that a certain someone will mind if you just decide to visit whenever you feel like it without a pass permit. But hey, whatever. I'm gonna read the description for it. Where are you? There. Okay. Miko seems to have never had the chance to use it. Okay. Deal. Now I can shortcut my way there because, hey, guess what's here automatically? Let's go. The thing I don't get is apparently people have been complaining about the side quest. I don't know why
The
they
Almighty
would.
Shogun has requested solitude. No visitors allowed.
I have a pass. Get out my way.
Oh, we've got a pass permit from Miko.
Don't be ridiculous. Lady Guji never gives her pass permit to another person. Not even esteemed travelers like yourselves.
How about you, look at my hand? And yeah, I have killed, I did kill Signora again after stream ended, before I, started settling in. And I've upgraded her ultimate as far as it can go for now until I ascend her again, and I upgraded her skill by 1.
Guji Ai is only authorized to hold that pass permit because of the trust that the Almighty Shogun places in her, and her alone.
Lower your head, Scylla. Look at my damn hand that has nothing in it, but in the game, I know for a fact for the story, they're gonna be like, the pass permit's in your hand. Look at that, shut the fuck up, and get out my way.
Wait, this is authentic.
Feel free to check
Understood.
with Miko.
Then as the Shogun has ordered, I must not stand in your way.
Yeah, then get out my way.
Apologies. Please proceed. Since the Shogun is resting at this time, please be especially respectful, and make sure your behavior is impeccable.
How do you like the fight overall, if you don't mind me asking? I enjoy it, now that, you know, I know how the fight bloody works. It's interesting we get to actually go in this place without having to do anything. So, I'm not gonna look at chat for a moment, because if they show the inside of this place and, like, let me look around it, I wanna do that, because we can only enter this location during a boss.
Look how she's pacing back and forth. Don't you think she looks a little anxious?
She probably is. After everything that's happened. I don't want to interact with her immediately, I want to peek around. Look how pretty the designing of the walling is and everything. Damn. Poor girl. And I'm just like watching her pace. It's a bit awkward though to play as her during that. Is there like a way up? Because realistically she'd have some sort of upstairs, I'd assume, where she'd actually sleep and stuff. So this entire section's boarded off entirely. So either there'd have to be stairs closer to the entrance, which there doesn't seem to be at all, or one of these panels slides. Hi, how you doing?
How did you get in?
Ooh,
Trespassers are to be eliminated at once.
so happy to see me.
Wait, no, it's us! Why are you treating us like we're your enemies? We made amends, didn't we? Also, we got in by totally legitimate means.
She's so thrilled by us being here.
Denied. Use of force has been forbidden.
What? Oh, okay. She's actually still using that personality. Interesting.
Anyway, be gone. Do not disturb my solitude.
That was a malfunction. That's weird, alright.
That is of no concern. This is my recuperation state.
What did you make of this? She's acting strange, huh?
Why isn't A out to play? Come on, I don't want this. Why is the Shogun personality even still exist? Because it's more akin to a personality than it is an actual state of being. The puppets really need to rest and relaxation, but the thing is, this is her actual body. Has she ever been like this before?
This body has no need of rest, but I am an assistant to the one within. If she wishes to rest, I must follow her will.
Paimon gets it. So this is all A's doing.
Then can we talk to her?
But why? Surely you going about your business doesn't interfere with the plane of Euthymia. She's got plenty of space in there. Seems like it would be the perfect place for rest and relaxation.
Yeah, well, the plane of Euthymia is literally her mind. Technically, no space would exist. It'd just be an outstretch of what she thinks.
I do as she wishes. I can say no more than this.
Why not put their minds at rest? Everyone's worried and wants to see you.
I cannot. In my current state, even if I went out, I could do nothing. I am currently unwilling to deal with any business. I am also incapable of it.
Interesting.
What do you mean by that?
It's just based on his will then.
It has been forbidden. Please refrain from making me talk any further.
What should we do? It feels like this conversation is going nowhere.
She hasn't malfunctioned, she's literally doing what she was designed to.
Oh, it's you two. It's been a while.
Casual.
The Shogun can't do much at the moment. Come straight in and see me.
Why aren't you the one? You should just be roaming around in your body. Come on. She's just bloody so... You know what, fine. Sure. Deal. I wonder if this place has changed. Because if her perception of the world outside and what she seeks for eternity has changed, then this place would too. Oh, it is still... Oh, wow. Okay, it's a lot brighter and we can actually see out into the distance unlike before. Still sandy as fuck. Ooh, that skyline coloration. Nice. Hi.
That was terrifying! Would it be so hard to give us a little warning first?
No.
Huh, it's not your first time. I don't see what there is to be so alarmed about.
So chill.
So, is the Shogun broken? Are you gonna get it fixed, or...?
Don't worry. The Shogun's not broken. I've just temporarily disabled many of her functions. Currently, the Shogun is unable to handle any business and cannot appear as me. So the easiest solution was to announce that I am resting.
So it was all you're doing.
As I said, I need to think about Inazuma's eternity. And thinking takes time.
At least she's realistic.
But the Shogun is still running based on her old rules. I can't allow her to make any mistakes while I am working things out.
That's valid. But at the same time, why can't you just run your own body instead of having the Shogun exist anymore? Her purpose is null and void.
Have you tried turning it off and on again?
That's the best logic for this.
No, she was not created to ever be turned off. Furthermore, I had even predicted at the time that I may wish to modify the Shogun's operational rules at some point in the future. However, such changes would not be conducive to eternity.
Damn.
That's why the Shogun has a robust system to safeguard against modification. It's also to protect against unforeseen circumstances.
Can you just shut it down and take hold of your body again? I'd honestly prefer that.
For now, while I figure out the form that eternity should take, it's more effective for me to temporarily disable some of the puppet's functions, rather than attempt to modify her rules.
Oh, Paimon gets it now! The thunderstorm's getting out of control because some of the Shogun's functions have been disabled!
The thunderstorm is getting out of control? This is the first I've heard of it.
Huh? Okay, well, let us bring you up to speed.
Interesting. Okay, so she can't actually tell what's going on.
I see. So the thunderstorm is drawing closer.
You can fix it, right?
It's just a minor error. This kind of thing was bound to happen. A small modification to the Shogun should fix it.
So everyone was worked up over nothing.
Don't look at me like that. I've never had to tinker with the Shogun before, and she's very complicated. It's practically inevitable for something to go wrong when you start tweaking things. Yes, that's it. I'm not making excuses. It's the truth.
It's fine. Just as long as you can fix it is all.
Any progress on your thoughts?
Not much. As before, I can see the way forward, yet there are still contradictions. But there is no urgency. To reach an ill-conceived verdict in haste, just for the sake of having reached one, would be a confusion of priorities.
Come with us, get a change of pace. Damn right.
If everyone sees that the Shogun is in good health, it'll put all the speculation and rumors out there to rest. And who knows? A change of scenery might put you in a different mood and give you some fresh inspiration.
Yes, let her
You
run.
mean leave the plane of Euthymia?
You haven't done that in a long time, I'll bet.
It's
Aw.
unnecessary, as far as I'm concerned. But since you're inviting me, a change of pace might well be nice.
Yay!
Alright then. I'll come out for a while.
So the Shogun's state only exists when she wants to be in the plane of Euphymia, so she wants to get lost in her own head, otherwise it wouldn't exist anymore and she'd just be roaming around in her own body. Can you just, like, come out for good?
Oh, since the theme of the day is a change of pace, you can just call me A. I'm not a great fan of rigid titles.
Hey!
What? But you're just A's consciousness, aren't you? Can consciousness actually leave this place?
I have my ways. I would never subject myself to imprisonment voluntarily.
Ha!
Oh, great! Then there's nothing to worry about. Allow us to be your tour guides.
She's God.
Tour guides? What's a tour guide?
Someone to show you around the Inazuma of today and give you tips on where to eat and how to have fun. All right, let's go, go, go!
I'd assume she understands what Inazuma's become still. I can't imagine it's changed too much. Very neat though, we get to actually explore the place. Get to look around her house, get to look around the plane of Euphymia.
There's a familiarity to the scent in the air and the firmness beneath my feet.
Oh, it's been
Now,
that long.
time for a change of pace. Where should we go?
To the liveliest place in town!
I wonder if the people are just like, what the fuck is she doing outside? And why is she acting like this? Because that's the thing, they would have all been born after she had already entered this state, so this is like really out of the ordinary for what they expect the Shogun to be. Yay!
Is this the marketplace? It's a far cry from how I remember it.
Oh, it's really changed that much, okay.
The stores have changed, and so have the vendors. Well, that's to be expected.
Yeah, all the people you would have remembered would be long dead.
It's the Shogun! What is the almighty Shogun doing here?
Isn't the Shogun sick? This is quite sudden.
Oh, they're so into it. Oh.
I appear to have frightened the people.
Well, what did you expect? The almighty Shogun makes an impromptu appearance in town? People are gonna freak out a bit.
Doesn't the Shogun normally patrol these parts?
Patrolling the streets is the Tenryou Commission's job. The Shogun has a lot of information to process and orders to give out. She doesn't have time to deal with it herself.
Real.
Additionally, the Shogun has no need of recreation. There would be no need for her to come here just to pass the time or to relax.
So it really is a throw in the poor group.
So, what do we do now? Should we go away for a while and make a more low-profile return later?
I don't think there's a way to be low profile when you rule a place.
Why? It's not like I'm here to cause trouble. Let's just relax.
Hey!
It was more the ordinary people that Paimon was worried about.
What the hell is that reaction?
Never mind. This definitely seems like your style, A.
Would calling it A really
People
be a
still
good
use
move?
Mora in commercial transactions, I assume.
Yes.
Yep, same as ever. Just as shiny and just as hypnotic.
Hypnotic.
Wait a second. A, are you saying you don't have any Mora either?
Of course I don't. There is no need for commerce in the plane of Euthymia. If I ever need something, I can simply have one of the commissions bring it to me. Wait, what do you mean, either? Anyway, people seem to be behaving in a very orderly fashion. I don't see the liveliness you spoke of anywhere.
Because they're freaking out.
People aren't exactly gonna let let their hair down in front of the almighty Shogun.
I love the fact that she's just
What is
questioning
this
it.
stall selling? I don't believe I've ever seen this before.
Aww. It's so interesting we're getting to show her things that she's never actually experienced because it's been around 500 years.
What's the Shogun doing here?
That reaction. Fucking hell, what?
What am I supposed to do in this situation? I'm so nervous.
That was a weird... Okay, game. Cheers. It just forced me to change. I am a shadow, the true self.
Shogun, excuse me.
It's all right. Relax. I'm just here to look around. I'm having a change of pace today. Could you tell me about the items you're selling?
Of course. I've got all kinds of snacks here. Takoyaki, dango, and milk, and so on.
Give her all the sweets.
Huh? Milk? Sounds kind of like the odd one out.
It does.
It might sound odd, but it is in fact my specialty.
Huh.
You see, many of the stores in town are already very well established. I couldn't compete with them no matter what I sell. So my idea was to create some new combinations to give customers a novel experience.
Okay.
For example, my latest concoction is this dango milk. When the dango are worked into a viscous form, they mix very nicely with the milk. The focus is not just the taste, but also the unique texture.
That sounds absolutely horrible texture-wise to me. Unless it's like a custard, but otherwise I just imagine it being really lumpy, which doesn't appeal whatsoever. And if it's chewy, that's even worse in a drink.
Oh, dango with milk. I've never heard of it. What made you want to do this?
I'm sorry, Shogun. I've got no bone to pick with eternity.
Just answer her damn question.
I said relax. There's no need to go treading on eggshells. Do you really think the eternity I pursue is something that can be shaken by dango and milk?
Why do I feel like she's different than I expected?
Because she definitely is.
Actually, it came to me by chance. A friend was catering once and made too many dango, so they gave some to me. But there were more than I had use for. My milk wasn't selling well at that time either, and both dango and milk have a short shelf life. So I thought I'd try mixing the two as I had nothing to lose. To my surprise, in the right proportion, it tasted superb.
A chance combination. Interesting. May I try this drink?
The almighty Shogun wants to try? Well, certainly. And you two should try it too.
It's funny because no one knows obviously who Zhongli is, so him not having money really is a problem. Meanwhile, everyone knows who this girl is, so it doesn't bloody matter because her reputation alone enables her to get whatever she needs.
Nice. It's sweet. The sensation is not so different from eating a dessert. A unique beverage indeed.
The thing is, she's probably going to make that an instant seller just from people seeing the fact that she liked it as well.
Yeah, it's definitely a drink, but it also feels like eating food.
It's a little bit like... porridge? But the resemblance is only superficial.
It's like, that's the thing I hated the idea of, because to me, if you don't expect a texture and you suddenly feel that in your mouth, to me it makes me more liable to be sick than actually be able to swallow whatever the hell I'm eating.
Anyway, I like it.
Enjoy your best-selling... Enjoy the best sales you're ever gonna have.
I'm very glad you approve.
I imagine that an item as delicious as this dango milk must sell exceptionally well, no?
No, because it's abnormal.
Well, I won't lie to you. Sales are very average.
Don't you dare do promotion. Just let people see her
So
do.
it's selling slowly? Why is that?
Because most people aren't willing to give it a try. They think it's an unusual combination. Even though everyone who's tried it before rates it highly.
It's like, as said, the idea of the texture put me off immediately just because I know what both things feel like, so the idea of them melded together just gives me the idea of something lumpy and potentially slimy.
I'm not saying the Almighty Shogun has unusual taste. Please, don't take it the wrong way.
Ah, I see. Well, that can be fixed. I'll just have the Yashiro Commission order a few hundred cups and go door to door delivering them.
Oh, she's such a good girl.
No, Almighty Shogun. That's too much.
How is it? Just let her do what she wants.
Is it? I just want them to try it. It would be a shame for them to miss out on Dango milk.
We know that she likes sweet things,
Of
but I'm saying it
course.
anything.
I've heard that most humans like desserts, so it's not unusual that I should enjoy them too. Miko agrees with me on this.
Yay!
There's nothing like dessert for improving one's mood. Much more enjoyable than meditating alone all the time.
Damn right.
By the way, Miko mentioned that she founded something called the Yai Publishing House to sell some sort of light novels. She's always bragging to me about it, but it's difficult for me to really imagine without seeing the place for myself. Can you take me there?
Yes.
Sure! Let's go and have a look!
This is the moment where we find some really weird, dodgy book, and she's just like, what the hell is this? And why the hell is Miko partaking? The thing is, I personally feel it'd be better if it was another character doing this task with taking A around the place. I am glad though that they're making a point though that she can just take hold of her body whenever she feels like it. She's just choosing to shut herself
Shogun.
in to think.
Almighty Shogun, what brings you to the Eye Publishing House? Do you have instructions for us?
No, she's just curious. The best-selling novel. I can't believe that my Shogun bestie is this sappy. Oh god.
No, not at all. Don't be so nervous. I'm just here to look around.
Apologies. I still don't quite understand. Are you here to look into the management? Or publishing regulations? Or fire safety measures?
No. And after this, I'm gonna talk to the NPCs.
She just wants to browse your books.
The Almighty Shogun wishes to read light novels?
Yes. Any recommendations?
The Yai Publishing House's novels are mostly targeted at the general public, and the content is all kinds of strange. I'm not sure we have anything quite to the Almighty Shogun's taste.
I find it so funny. The guy's just like, this place does some weird shit. You're not gonna find something you're gonna like here.
I'm just here to try something new. There's no fun in reading the same kind of thing over and over again. Relax. It's just words on a page, isn't it? What could I misunderstand, really?
That depends on the light novel that you're gonna get.
In principle, you're absolutely right. It's just...
It'll be fine. If there's anything the Shogun doesn't understand, we'll explain it to her.
She just wants to have a look.
Okay then. Please proceed to the bookshelf over there. It has all the latest bestsellers.
I love the fact that there's a little fox charm there.
There are some winning entries from the This Novel is Amazing competition. I've just finished compiling them into a saleable form.
Makes me wonder, like, they mentioned the commission that... Bryn, please, no. Okay, word just blanked.
Don't take
Damn
them
it.
too seriously. It's all just a bit of fun.
She knows.
Okay.
She had.
Let's go then. Huh. How can this be? Did I underestimate the caliber of this material? I know every individual word in these books' titles, so why is it that they make no sense to me in these particular combinations?
Real.
Take this one, for example. The good thing about being reincarnated as a hilly churl is that I only need to eat sunsettias to become stronger.
Oh, I wonder what they're referencing.
It's so long. Is it true that hilly churls grow stronger from eating sunsettias? Well, surely it should be some sort of meat, at least.
It's just a narrative device.
A stupid one. So yeah, I get why you're confused. 'Cause same.
Narrative device.
It's imaginary. It's whatever the author wants. It's imaginary.
So it's made up? What's the point of that? Without being grounded in reality, how can the story be believable?
It's not supposed to be. It's just so funny.
Also, I'm fairly certain that hilly churls can't write stories. So, does this author claim to be documenting hilly churl life from an outside perspective, perhaps?
It's so funny that it's so out of the loop. Makes me wonder how far, Inazuma's changed in the time that she's actually been gone. Because we have no way to reference what Inazuma was like when she sealed herself off.
Paimon's starting to understand Kuroda's reservations right about now.
Too modern, I guess. Fads have no place in eternity. Too modern.
How about we choose for you? We can pick out some novels that are easier to understand and give you the scoop.
Okay.
All right, then. I believe myself to be relatively well-read, but with stories like these, I don't even know where to start.
Which is valid.
I have high hopes, though. This seems like Miko's style, so I'm sure the stories are very entertaining.
Aww. So much faith.
Alright, leave it to us. We'll be back in a jiffy.
Okay, deal.
This could be a pretty tough job. Let's see what we're up against.
Let's read. I remember this. Okay. That already existed. So these two have no unique dialogue. I'm just checking to see if I really did miss this character. No. Okay. I guess the Archon must be really fond of them. It's so funny seeing that comment now with the context that she really does like sweets. Goodbye. Yeah, I'm sure the Archon will bless you right now, about that. No. No. Oh yeah, I got a weapon. My A hits hard. I also got a C3, so yeah, I would say I did well. So now, the aim is to save for a certain boy. They only had new dialogue during the scene when she walked through the street. That's annoying. Aww. Bastard. I wish that they'd make it so you could I'm pretty sure you can't replay quests you've already done. I wish that was a function, though. Because it seems like there's a lot of very selective information you can get from quests. I'm just really interested in his reactions. God. read a Liyue martial arts story. I feel like that one's probably the one that she'd find most interesting. But at the same time, I want to check with all of them. Life made me a fighter when I just wanted to be a warrior. The thing is, we know that this girl's responsible for polearm and sword arts within her nation. So we know that she has an extensive backlog in combat prowess.
What a strange person. Why would someone want to be a novelist that badly?
Good question, Paimon.
Someone like that could easily become the top martial arts pro in the world.
I'd guess it's the will, and that really will associate to this girl.
You do have a point. And a character so determined to follow their ambition is likely to appeal to A, right?
I'd assume so. Oh god. You full love story. Alright, let's have a listen to this one. Oh god, you can already tell by that part of the description it's wish fulfillment in a nutshell. Yeah, that wouldn't happen. The writing is solid, the god. A part of me kind of wonders how she'd react to this.
The suspense is killing Paimon!
But it doesn't sound like a story that would link back to her at all.
Paimon only skimmed through, but Paimon can tell this girl has loved the main character with all her heart since childhood.
That one.
She has so much love to give. She deserves it.
God.
The plot is really gripping. But would A really understand this kind of mortal romance?
A part of me kind of wishes that she could experience stuff like that, just because imagine her reaction to those sorts of things. Not with the protagonist, for the love of fucking God. Oh my god. No. No. Are you... I would love if she just fucking burnt the book. What do I even say to that? How would A even react to this shit? Oh my god. God. Can you imagine? Yeah, Miko just seeing this person's story get put up. It's like, yeah, this is the sort of stuff that's in my store. Burn it.
With a premise like this, it's no wonder Kuroda was nervous about letting A look around. Paimon thinks it might be best not to bring this one up with A. We might get the author in trouble.
I say the first comment's better, at the very least, about this damn novel.
Well, if someone turned into Paimon and did a bunch of stuff this Paimon would never do, Paimon would feel really uncomfortable. That's all of them. Let's try to explain them to A.
Oh, God. Poor girl, she's just getting blasted in a novel.
The looks on your faces tell me you found some good stories.
I want... definitely not the last one, that's so cringy and weird. So, I kind of want to mention the love story just because I'm curious on how she'd react to something like that. Because I know that the martial arts story is the one that'd probably best appeal to the Raiden Shogun. Yeah, I'm curious.
Why are there 7 people all striving to have a relationship with a single male protagonist? Is this some sort of narrative device, too?
No, this is perversion. At its most tame until it isn't anymore.
Not really. It's a pretty normal story. You know, where the guy can only choose one girl in the end.
I see. Yes, this is an important relationship, so he must choose wisely, but the decision-making process is a source of agony and conflict.
At least she can rationalize it, but at the same time, like, those sorts of stories are wish fulfillment. That sort of situation doesn't happen to people in real life, really.
So, could the author not simply add a narrative device whereby the main character could accept the feelings of all 7 admirers at once? Yes, that would solve it.
Right.
That would be the most boring love story ever!
Yeah, but it's also the most realistic because there's no bloody way that, you know, you'd put someone on the back and forth like this unless you want to be beaten the living shit out of.
Love.
Oh, come on.
Narrative devices are truly mysterious things.
So what do you think of Yae Publishing House's light novels, eh?
No, she's not promoting... I don't think she's promoting the idea of the harm. She's just promoting the idea of resolving the issue as quickly as possible. Which, to be fair, I guess I can completely get it. It's so funny, though, she doesn't get the grasp of the idea of love within this story.
Do you like the stories we picked?
I don't know about that one, Paimon.
What I take from these stories is not so much the content itself, but what they represent in terms of the effects of time upon Inazuma. Back when I decided to isolate myself in the plane of Euthymia, there was no Yae Publishing House, and certainly no stories of this kind.
I'm intrigued to see the conversation she has with Yae later about the bloody books.
In accordance with my wishes, the Shogun did her best to create an eternal nation. A nation that, in theory, should remain entirely unchanged over time.
But the thing is, you can't force that kind of stasis because all of the people that live in said nation are bound to die.
But the fact is that both the food and the stories have changed with time.
It's human nature to seek change or change of it. Yeah, bottom
I disagree with your point of view. That's what I would say if we were still in the plane of Euthymia. But the truth is right here in front of my eyes, and I can't deny it.
Which is why you should be the one experiencing everything and not doing it through a damn puppet, please.
And that's exactly why we brought you out, to take a look around and get some fresh ideas. Sure, it's not the same as you remember, but one way or another, people are loving life in the present. That's gotta be a good thing, right?
Yes, you're right. I'm wary of any and all change, but I do not wish for my pursuit of eternity to stop human lives from changing for the better.
Good girl.
Thank you for inviting me out. This trip has been quite eye-opening for me.
We're just out here having fun.
This may be an everyday occurrence for you, but for me, this trip has been quite an occasion. I've seen a lot, and it's made me think a lot. I really can't praise it highly enough. I hope I will remember it for a long time to come.
Why don't we take a photo?
Ooh, great idea! A's had a wonderful time, and a photo is the best way to remember it.
Were people really complaining about this quest? Because I don't get why they would. It's like, I think it's, if anything, a really good idea to show her in this light.
take a photo? Once again, I'm faced with a combination of words that makes absolutely no sense to me.
It's okay. Come with us. We'll find a scenic spot and show you what we mean.
Fabric of constancy. I was gonna say consistency, and I was gonna then joke and say the bloody light novels that we were made to read definitely weren't that. I could have just bloody. Why did I pass? God damn it! Let's go.
So, what are we supposed to be doing?
Photo time.
We're taking a photo of you. Just leave the hard work to us. All you need to do is stand over there and strike a pose.
If people see this and she does something stupid, I understand why they'd be disappointed. It's a date quest and it's not heavy lore. Yeah, but the thing is, there's no reason why it would be. Because we've already had the heavy lore stuff. Like, this is the first time the girl has done anything remotely connected to the outside world in hundreds of years. What were they thinking? She's just gonna take the mantle immediately and do everything? That's not how it would go.
Basically, a photo makes a visual record of you at this very moment in time, so it makes a great souvenir.
Okay, so what exactly is striking a pose? I see. So in other words, I need to do some sort of visually agreeable action in front of you, right?
So, smile.
The more I think about it, the more embarrassing it seems.
Aww.
How should I pose? Help me out here. It should look good, but not too over the top. This isn't coming naturally to me at all.
Aww.
Casual. How about this? This feels quite natural.
That works.
Okay, let's get started.
Let's pick a good angle to record this moment from.
So we actually get to just take... Aww. Okay.
Archon, please.
This is so interesting to me. To me, insert as much of the shrine as possible. Do I want to zoom in? I'd say that's good enough. No. That's funny. Imagine I just hide the character. Yeah, this works. There you go.
It's a wrap! Take a look! Here's the photo we took of you.
Wow. This is astonishing. Is it some kind of magic? It seems to be another copy of me.
That's so funny. She doesn't understand photography either, that's wonderful. You could give her so much amazement in everyday shit. Which is probably the best.
But she doesn't seem to be able to move or talk.
It's so funny to me because she was able to obviously create essentially an alternative personality to handle the affairs of her body while she just thinks on stuff. And yet she doesn't understand how a photo works. That's so funny. It's just a record.
I thought it would turn out poorly because I felt rather rigid. But it actually looks more natural than I imagined.
Aww.
The pose is exactly the same, and so is the scenery in the background. I can't imagine how it's achieved.
She was able to modify her own body and modify and create a state of mind, but she doesn't understand her. That's amazing.
That's what makes it so special.
Ah, it's so cute in a way, because we're dealing with a god who's come up with the very foundations of the nation she runs, and yet she doesn't understand this.
Hang on. I'm still struggling to understand this. I need you to explain it again.
I'd assumed that someone would have had to paint this girl.
So, the one in this photo, are you sure it isn't me? If it's not me, then why does she look exactly like me? And if she is me, then who am I?
She's having an existential crisis. It's all good.
Okay, that's way above Paimon's head. Over to you, Traveler.
It's a little bit like you and the Shogun. Yeah, sure.
Hey, that's right. Do you think the Shogun counts as you?
That's an interesting question.
Of course I do. It was never my intention to place control of Inazuma into anybody else's hands.
Ah.
So then, who does that make you, here and now?
Well, I'm still me. There is no doubt about that.
So your existence isn't singular.
My existence? I think I understand. I am me. There is only one of me. But I can exist in many different forms. It's not important what form I exist in. The Shogun, for example, is one of my forms of existence. The question of whether or not she is me is not determined by any of her components.
In that case, this picture is one of your forms of existence too.
Just a very, very temporary one. You know, transience, the thing that goes against eternity because it's something that disappears.
So even I, who seeks eternity, am constantly changing my form of existence. Then, how can I ask Inazuma and everyone who lives here to remain unchanging?
Inazuma will always be Inazuma.
Everything I have encountered on this journey with you has been from beyond my existing sphere of knowledge. You've seen a lot of my ignorant side today. Maybe you can't tell, but all this has challenged my understanding of things.
It's very neat that we just saw that she has the habit of playing with her hair when she's nervous or uncertain. Because that's something that I can just vibe to, because that is something I do. And it's just neat to see that a god would have that sort of quirk.
Based on what I have seen today, I am forced to accept that Inazuma is a completely different place from the one I remember.
That's not a bad thing.
But it would be incorrect to conclude from this that the Inazuma of today is no longer Inazuma. Both the Vision Hunt Decree and the statue of the omnipresent god were conceived as a means of bringing about eternity. But if I were really getting closer to eternity, none of this ever would have happened. Perhaps I've been holding on to everything too tightly.
Maybe you should, you know, get rid of the Shogun as a consciousness and just live your life in your own body. That'd be nice. But yeah, no, I find it endearing that she's just got these little quirks that we are now learning about.
Sounds to Paimon like Ace figured things out. And that means that we've done a really great job as her guides.
Don't credit ourselves during this.
Master Kamaji! Master Kamaji!
Why is it getting so noisy down there? Oh, that sounded like Ippei. What could be the matter?
Oh god.
Ippei? Is that someone from the Tenryou Commission?
Yep, let's find out what's going on.
Interesting. So what does he bloody want? Hi.
Hey, Ippei, what's the matter?
Don't manage to piss her A off. She's had a good time.
Ah, it's you.
It's just you, yeah, Hi.
Huh? The almighty Shogun? You must be looking for my master, Kujo Kamaji? I am very sorry, he's not here at the moment. But if it pleases you, I will gladly deliver a message on your behalf.
No, she doesn't care.
It's okay. I'm not here to see him. We just heard you calling out, so we came to see what was going on.
Yes. Master Kamaji still hasn't returned from the negotiations, and I'm starting to get worried.
Okay.
In fairness, he does have a habit of taking long walks and coming back late. It's perfectly possible that he just found somewhere he likes and lost track of time.
I don't know about that one.
But for some reason, today, I'm particularly nervous.
Right. Just a walk. Just a walk, right, guys?
Kujo Kamaji. A descendant of the Kujo clan, I presume.
That's right. Apologies, since the head of the clan is in poor health at the moment, and Master Masahito is rarely home, Master Kamaji is currently serving as representative of the Kujo clan.
The head of the clan backstabbed the nation. Like it matters if he's well or not.
I have heard that things are quite tumultuous with the Tenryo Commission at present. Does this have anything to do with Kujo Kamaji?
Forgive us, almighty Shogun. The Kujo clan has failed in its duty. The Kujo clan's reputation is damaged, and its power over the Tenryo Commission is in decline. Plus you have yet to issue a verdict on the Commission's future. So, Master Kamaji decided to enter negotiations with the Takatsukasa clan with a view of having them take over.
Surely they would be discussing something like that at their headquarters, right? Why are you looking for them here?
That's a really good point.
Actually, they decided to hold this one elsewhere. I'm a little confused as to why, to be honest, but I didn't feel it was my place to question the higher-ups.
I don't feel like that's trustable.
The meeting place is in the mountains near the Grand Narukami Shrine. I believe the Takatsukasa clan have some kind of base there.
That's even less trustable. Why the hell are they doing this?
Takatsukasa. Another familiar name. They have been faithfully serving the Kujo clan all these years?
Yes, that's why Master Kamaji decided to discuss things with them. I understand they must have had a lot of ground to cover, but still, there's no way it should have gone on this long. I've searched all over the city. If he really hasn't returned yet, then...
Maybe something's happened.
I thought of that possibility too. But someone of my rank can't just go venturing into Takatsukasa clan territory like that.
The Shogun can. Let's have a look.
No need. I'm probably just overthinking things. Besides, if they're still at it, they'll only blame me for interrupting the negotiations. I'm only a lowly servant. But Master Kamaji and I grew up together. It'd be terrible if anything ever happened to him.
Hey.
I'm not as
fair
smart
enough.
as Master, so I can't really share his burdens. But the last thing I'd want would be for him to come to harm when I could have done something about it.
What do you think, Almighty Shogun?
Let's go see what's happening. With me present, they are unlikely to blame you, even if we do happen to interrupt the negotiations. Besides, this has only come about because I failed to make a timely decision. This issue started with me, and I shall be the one to finish it.
Why the hell is it first like this? That's some commitment.
Thank you so much, Shogun.
Be formal.
I'll keep looking around in the meantime, too. Let me mark out the location of the base for you. I hope everything goes smoothly.
Same. If not, though, we can stab the hell out of things. Right near the Kamisato estate. Fair. Game.
Brace yourself.
grip onto the damn thanks. Well, doesn't this bode well? I still wish that they'd include more than one character. I understand that it's meant to be a one-on-one.
Look at how well hidden this place is.
Like I said, I know that it's meant to be a one-on-one interaction with the character that we're doing the quest for, but to me it'd be more realistic if it was other characters fulfilling the role of the traveler in these side quests.
I can't think of a reason anyone would want to build a structure like this deep in the mountains.
Evade detection.
I feel something that doesn't belong here. I sense danger.
She's likely got very good battle instincts as well.
Huh?
We should proceed with caution. The Kujo clan descendant may well be in trouble.
And by caution, it means Raiden Shogun doesn't have to worry about anything. We do, though. Oh, look.
Illusion shattered!
By royal no, my sword!
Shine down!
Finally, No.
Why are there Ronin here? This is a Tenryo Commission base!
Something is not right. We must remove all those who stand in our way.
Going in! Rain Cutter! Rain outlines your fate.
As you wish, main Fräulein.
Torn to oblivion!
Finally,
That was so difficult. Right. Right. Eh. Fuck you too, building.
The perfect distance.
Illusion shut!
Let me read you a verse. Know my sword. Rain outlines your... Teamwork is dreamwork!
Very.
Witness the power of Gugwa.
I'll just wait for it. There we go.
Inazuma shines eternal!
To the fairy. Let's get down to business.
I'm going in! Let's light it up!
My blade.
Oz, reveal thyself!
There's more.
Wings of dark! Rain Cutter! Know my sword! Now you shall perish!
To the fairy.
Everybody stand back! Shadow Raven, let night fall! Witness the power of Gugwa!
Shine down!
How's this?
Torn to oblivion!
I feel like today. To the fairy.
These people are maybe dying one of the worst ways they could if they don't count it as honourable.
To the fairy.
Wings of darkness, come, sever night from day! Rain Cutter! I'm going in!
Inazuma shines eternal!
Bitch.
Let me try my...
Know my sword! By royal decree, Shadow Raven, let night fall!
Witness the power of Gugwa. Now you shall perish. Everybody stand back!
As you wish, main Fräulein.
Rain outlines your fate. There is no escape. Torn to oblivion.
Bye-bye. Ooh, free stuff. Mine. Oh, only on one side? No extra free stuff? Fine.
It's Kujo Kamaji! But who's he with?
Yeah, you better be
Almighty
shitting
Shogun.
yourself. Hi.
Shogun, what are you?
Descendant of the Takatsukasa clan. Explain what is going on here.
Oh, we're just discussing some minor issues that have cropped up in the Tenryou Commission recently. Really, it's nothing worth the almighty Shogun worrying about.
Yeah, in a place really out the way.
And these minor issues warranted the secluded location and the hiring of Ronin and Kairagi to keep guard?
Well, there's been a lot of turmoil lately. It was just out of security considerations, that's all.
The thing is, hiring Ronin and Kairaki would basically be a sign that they're doing something illicit, because normally the Ronin aren't looked well upon at all, because the point of a samurai normally is to have honor, and those who are loyal tend to have lords. So unless you are in charge of your own sort of organization or have your own ambitions, then being a Ronin means you likely have been thrown away by your old master, which would mean you're unloyal, meaning no one would trust you, meaning you're unlikely to get another career, and you're dishonorable.
Silence.
Ah!
Descendant of the Kujo clan. Your turn.
Alright. I came here intending to negotiate, but it turned out all they were interested in was a written confession from the Kujo clan.
A written confession?
Yes. A statement acknowledging every crime committed by the Kujo clan since the inception of the Vision Hunt Decree, including all the recent misconduct.
All factual statements, of course. Not a single one of them fabricated.
I can't deny that. But it also emphasizes the Takatsukasa clan's achievements throughout the document, claiming they stood steadfast all along and fought back against the crisis.
Which we know isn't true.
These are all falsehoods.
Says who? Why, you two-faced... You're going back on everything you said.
I'm just stating the facts. I'm sure the almighty Shogun can discern the truth. All the Takatsukasa clan is trying to do is make themselves look good, so they'll be first in line to replace the Kujo clan. Why else would you push a false narrative in the written confession that paints your clan in a good light, and try to make me sign it under duress?
Valid.
What are you talking about? You're not under duress, we're just negotiating here. You've completely changed your tune.
Both of them are in the wrong here.
I believe I now understand the situation.
Both of you are trying to push the other on a sinking ship.
Don't listen to his nonsense. I'm sure you're well aware of the major failings of the Kujo clan. Surely you, of everyone, knows. Not a single word they say can be trusted.
Yeah, but you were also in cahoots with the Kujo clan until it suited you.
You are quite mistaken if you think your dispute is of any interest to me. Descendant of the Takatsukasa clan, you wish to become the new Tenryou commissioner. Do I understand this correctly?
Look how unimpressed she is.
Well, yes, of course. It's the eternal pursuit of everyone in the Tenryou Commission to offer our lives in service of the almighty Shogun.
Then the situation is not as complicated as you seem to have made it. After all, I am the one who appoints the Tenryou commissioner. The process is quite simple. Anyone who can beat me in a duel becomes the new commissioner.
Huh.
Sorry, a duel with the almighty Shogun?
Fuck 'em up. Fuck 'em up.
The first Tenryou commissioner demonstrated his will with the blade in his hand. That is why the title has been passed down within the Kujo clan ever since. If you want me to appoint a new clan, then naturally, there must first be a new duel.
You're gonna get your ass kicked to hell and back. It's like, in my mind, she has to be lying because I refuse to believe that any normal human could beat her whatsoever unless she's, like, tying both of her hands behind her back. So it's to force him to back down.
Do you not know how to wield a blade? Or do you simply doubt your abilities on account of your advanced age and declining physical condition? Here you are talking about offering your life, and yet you are too afraid to face my blade.
Well...
Well, never mind. What about one of you, then? Anyone who can defeat me, Takatsukasa or not, will be appointed the new Tenryou commissioner.
They're too scared. Not a fucking chance. Yeah, thought so.
Does not a single person dare to face me?
I will challenge you, almighty Shogun.
Well...
What?
You're gonna die today, boy.
Descendant of the Kujo clan. Regrettably, even if you win against me, it cannot atone for the wrongs committed under the Kujo name.
I realize that. I don't stand a chance of winning against you anyway. I know full well that the mistakes my father made ought to spell the end of the Kujo clan's legacy in the Tenryou Commission.
I think the fact that he's willing to fight her is probably enough to at least impress her, because, come on, no human can win that fight.
Even when I was executing the Vision Hunt decree, I had doubts about my father's decisions. I knew that what I was doing was wrong. But that was as far as I went. I doubted, and I ruminated. I understood the situation perfectly well, but I took no action, and I didn't save a single person. I accept the Kujo clan's decline as punishment for my deeds. I can't even say that I failed to prevent it, because in order to fail, you have to have at least tried.
At least he's responsible.
To be brutally honest, for someone of your strength, there is nothing you could have done, even if you had tried.
Oh, that's a bit bitey there.
Yes. I'm too weak. My father ignores me. My elder brother can't help me. And I even need Ippei to set me straight at times. It's the way it's always been. But if nothing else, then right here, right now in the Kujo clan's final hours, it is I who represent the clan, like my father before me. His duties are now mine to perform. Just as the Shogun said a forefather of mine once showed his will with his sword. Then please, let me, Kujo Kamaji, end the story of the Kujo clan in the same way that it began. This is my last chance to do something.
This is patently meaningless. But I accept. Come forward.
Well, okay. Wait, in gameplay are we beating the shit out of this guy? Really? How handicapped is she?
The Kujo clan's honor was forged with courage, tempered with integrity, and shines beyond life and death. Show me whether your blade can bear the weight of your name.
Ready to learn, almighty Shogun.
Effortless. Ooh. All he has to do is keep getting up. Yeah, he's easy to predict, obviously. Ooh. He's actually wounded. Valid. Realistically, he'd be bleeding. And got a lot of gash marks. Like that. Ooh! Oh. And this is her handicapped, obviously, because she's not using her elemental power. And it's the character's not bleeding. They're wounded though. He's trying. His footing's gone to shit.
Another anomaly in eternity. Nevertheless, it appears that the Kujo honor still courses through your veins.
Hey.
Kujo Kamaji is wounded. Descendants of the Takatsukasa clan, it is your responsibility to take care of him. You may not have the courage to challenge me, but I trust that you are capable of attending to a small matter such as this.
Yes, of course. I apologize. I'm sorry. So sorry.
Yeah, I bloody think so.
I had heard that the Kujo clan is no longer fit to shoulder the work of the Tenryou Commission. The search for a successor to the role of Tenryou Commissioner is indeed a matter of great urgency. However, following this duel, I have decided to postpone the Kujo clan's punishment for the time being. In the meantime, I expect the Takatsukasa clan to continue supporting the Kujo clan as before.
Hey.
As you instruct, so it shall be done. We would not dare question the almighty Shogun's will.
Damn right you were, bitch.
Finally, if you still think you can copy the Fatui strategy of providing me with deceptive information to produce flaws in my judgment,
I will fucking kill you. Come on, say it. That's all
you
we
will
want.
see me appear once again as I have done today. Only next time, my blade will show no mercy.
Damn right.
Understood. Thank you, almighty Shogun, for your wisdom and mercy.
You try and trick a god, I'm gonna make you fucking suffer.
That will do. I will have the Okuzumeshu continue the investigation from here. Come with me. Let's find a quiet place. There's something I want to talk about with you.
At a girl. Hell yeah. Ooh. I get rewarded for watching you beat the shit out of a man and threaten another one. Give. Actually. Anything else of value? Fine. Okay, game. Mm-hmm. This girl's awesome. Her and Ye are just absolutely amazing. The thing is, I don't get why people were mentioning they didn't like the sound of this quest. Oh look! Twins.
Whew. When it's time to deal with the situation, you're just like the Shogun. So strict.
Duh. It's also nice she gets a good view of Inazuma from here.
Oh, you think so? I thought I was rather accommodating. If it had been the Shogun, she would have decapitated Kujo Kamaji without a second thought.
He was lucky, maybe that's what he was expecting.
I do believe he was prepared for that outcome. I could see it in his eyes.
That's funny.
The Kujo clan has undergone a dramatic change from its glory days to its present decline. Kamaji is hardly a great heir to the Kujo name, but
he had at least the courage to do it.
He has shown me how some things remain the same even as the world around them changes. I also have you to thank. The things we experienced out on the streets, and the photo you took of me, they helped me come to this realization too.
So what's next for the Kujo clan? Will they get to carry on being in charge of the Tenryu Commission?
Not a chance.
Ah!
Even if their heir was someone who showed promise, their past mistakes cannot be erased.
Sarah's only adopted by them. Let her have the role. It makes the most sense to
Still,
me.
I will give them a little more time. After all, they are not the only ones who have made mistakes. The Shogun does not make mistakes. She is incapable of doing so. But I, as A, would like to offer my apologies. I have much to contemplate in the days to come. But at least, I can now see the way ahead.
Will you rule Inazuma directly? That's what I want.
I think I'll leave that to the Shogun.
No!
The greatest threat to eternity is still the erosion that comes with time.
No!
As I said, the Shogun has a robust system to protect her against modification. This is because I anticipated that I myself would change over time. But I've made up my mind. So I will do what needs to be done, no matter how difficult it is. This has certainly been a memorable series of events.
Absolutely. You sorted out the Tenryu Commission, and the people in the city got to see a happy and healthy Shogun. All the awful rumors will disappear in no time.
The thing is, though, there's no guarantee that would happen, that she'd end up like Ishtar. It's like, we know that erosion is a possibility for the gods, and any being that lives an extensive amount of time. If anything, it seems to be the alternative behind not dying from old age. Instead, your mind corrodes. But surely there's gotta be at least some means of preventing that without restricting your own sense of being. It's like she's remained disciplined all this time within the planes of Euphemia.
If you enjoyed your trip, we should get you out again sometime.
Next time we'll bring you some souvenirs.
Need. There's no place for such things in my life.
Oh, come on.
Also, please stop making it sound as if I somehow need the company.
Aww.
Okay. I'm ready to head back now.
It's like, clearly she doesn't seem to think so. Her bloody sister died. But the thing is, how many people really know what's best for them, and how many people actively act on what's best for them? Because I haven't met many people who do that. We all fuck up all the time.
My period of solitude will now continue, but it will not last too much longer. I will leave you humans to deal with any minor issues in the meantime.
Huh?
Okay, see you next time! Considering a lot of what happened was pretty unexpected, things seem to have worked out surprisingly well in the end. The only thing left to do is return the past permit to Yai Miko.
Sweet. Now, Yai, convince her to stay. Please. We need her to stay. I also need to, at some point, kill the bloody Thunder Manifestation again, because I've got 40 resin. So close, yet so far. I just want it to level 90. Hello.
Miko, we're back! We had a great trip!
We got to... You know that little lie you told at the beginning about A with light novels? Yeah, no, we actually showed her them and she didn't bloody get them. It was kind of funny.
Did you now? Well then, you'll have to tell me all about it. How amusing. The almighty Shogun goes downtown, and suddenly she's like a wide-eyed country girl trying to find her bearings in the big city. Marvelous.
Ha!
What a shame I didn't get to see it for myself.
Only you would dare say that. You and the Shogun enjoy teasing each other.
It's
Yes.
fine. She wouldn't mind. Really, she wouldn't.
The wink.
So, from what you were saying, it seems that she has finally begun to comprehend what form eternity should take? That's the most important outcome of this trip. To be honest, I wasn't expecting you'd make such great progress when I lent you the pass permit.
Yeah, it seems like she's not gonna force everything to stay the same way anymore.
To put it nicely, even deities indulge in wishful thinking. To put it more bluntly, there are things that even the Seven can't do when faced with something even more powerful than themselves.
Heavenly principles.
Take a guess. Anyway, it sounds like you had a very pleasant trip and even had the chance to see A's less formal side.
Which was nice.
Next time you wish to see her, you can come and take the pass permit from me again. She would never admit to it, but she does, in fact, get quite lonely.
Which is why you should be with her all the time.
What? But she said she doesn't need company.
Which is a lie.
Because she is a god. It's not that gods don't need the company of others, just that the idea of a god having company seems indulgent to her.
Which is realistic.
But you don't belong to this world. Perhaps you are just the company she needs.
I don't like that they added that bit on. She should realistically be able to find company in anyone, especially in Miko. Mixed feelings on that one. It lasted a lot longer than I expected it to, though. I'm happy with that. The Kokomi one, I'm gonna assume, is gonna be restricted until the girl's actually added into the game. You can still talk to... Yeah, fine. I'll do that happily.
Was there something else you wanted to talk about?
Thank you for that.
I have no doubt that she immensely enjoyed that drink. I'm sure she was as happy as can be. What she really wanted to say was this. How soon do you think you could open a branch in the plain of Euthymia?
Deal.
Was there something else you wanted to talk about?
Right, Shogun?
The puppet, yes. I've also heard that changing a puppet's operating rules is extremely difficult. It's most likely the first time in history anyone has faced this issue. You can imagine how hard it must be, given that it has successfully flummoxed the wise and powerful A. This is one problem that even the Muso no Hitotachi will not be able to solve.
Stab it.
Was
It'll
there something
work.
else you wanted to talk about?
About light novels.
Don't you think it's a fun idea? Someone being reborn as the Raiden
God.
Shogun? That's all that light novels are supposed to be. A bit of fun.
Her reading it would be kind of fun, but at the same time, I don't regret picking the romance one. It was really funny to hear her opinion on human wish fulfillment.
For her, though, yes, probably a little too avant-garde.
Yeah, pretty much.
Ooh, maybe I should commission a sequel. Reborn as Guji Ai. What do you think?
A waste of money. Not because of the story premise, but the fact that realistically they should do it for free.
Was there something else you wanted to talk about? See that he stays safe.
Good fox. Let my protagonist energy make you all feel better. Meh. Is there any other side quests that there's probably gotta be more side quests hidden around, but I don't want to manually search for them all right now in stream, so I'll just probably see what ones I've got story wise to fulfill. So that's that done. There's no way I'm gonna
See that he stays safe.
yeah, I'm stuck waiting. Fine. Okay. Damn it. Pretty sure I've done all of these as far as I can get them as well. I enjoyed the idea of the sea creatures. I did most of the stuff for the character already in the last stream, but the other ones, I am on waiting until rank 6 to get a lot of the stuff. But actually, I can real quickly check how much friendship I can leech off of this place. But yeah, my intention is to manually wait for the information from the friendship, because I do aim on getting friendship maxed on the skill down the road. I'm using her quite actively. I use her for all the content I'm doing currently that can actually handle an Electro character doing it. One thing I wanted to talk about, because I'm interested in what each of you think, is people are claiming that this skill needs a buff and that she's not as good as was expected because people looked at leaks and said that apparently in the beta she functioned with beta. I don't know about that. In my opinion though, beta is subject to change content anyway, so why the hell would you rely on it for canon details on the game? Why would you ruin the experience for yourself as well? Well, that's just my personal opinion.
This realm is truly beginning to thrive.
But it's like, at the end of the day, in my opinion, I don't think she needs a buff. I think that the way that Raiden Shogun plays is perfectly fine. I think Electro needs a buff in its entirety for some of the damage scaling. But that's really it. I don't think that the elements actually got any faults. I like the unique animations. I like the unique concept behind some of the stuff that it can provide. It's a debuff. But I don't think that she herself needs to be buffed. I think the element itself needs to be worked in so it can compete with Pyro somewhat effectively. Because currently it's a debuff element more than anything. Oh, it benefits me if she alone got a buff, but that's not what this is about. Because I think that she's perfectly good enough. I just think that Electro as an element is struggling in comparison to some others. Like you guys can see, I've got C3 with her weapon. Clearly, I'm maining this girl, and she's... I'm pretty sure I've got all of the stuff that makes her optimum for damage per second. The only thing that could make her better for damage output is if I got her skill at C5. So the only thing, because that's a support effect, and that's a support effect. For her actual damage, the only thing I'm missing to make her as strong as possible is this, and obviously R5 on a weapon, but that's not fucking happening. And then of course I need to sort her talents, which I can't really do at the moment because I need the weekly materials, and I've already done my run. I personally don't think that anyone should ask my opinions on if it's worth getting the character to any sort of stat increases. If you don't have the savings for it, then it's really not something that you should do. I personally don't think spending money on this game is the best move, and I know that I've done it, but I also did save for months on end, 30k savings in game to get this girl as good as I could possibly get. The only reason I spent any money was because I didn't reliably think I'd get the weapon on first attempt. So I already had a C2 Baal and her weapon before even really going into the money spent. I used the excess just to see what I'd get, and I got C3. So I don't think I'm the person to ask, because I am not being responsible for how you guys spend your money. Because I don't want to feel guilty for if someone puts themselves in a weird spot with gacha. It's like, I've already explained how I view this character multiple times before, so I'm not going into the specifics. If you want to build an understanding of a character, in my opinion, it's probably best to actually dig into the skills and dig into if you think the character is worth playing. In my opinion, this game can be played by a stupid monkey, considering, you know, unless you're doing Abyss on the lower stages, you can beat the game's content with any character you want, as long as they have even a remotely decent build. That's with 3-star weapons, shittish artifacts, as long as they go into the right main stats. With those slightly leveled, you don't even need your character fully ascended. So to me, if you like how a character plays, or you like the lore of a character, then get them and do what the hell you want. But don't play the game irresponsibly. If you have the sort of money to spend a load of money on this game, then I'm a little jealous, but also on top of that, that's down to how people think. It's like, in my opinion, I personally feel that people who didn't save up extensively for A, like I did, are probably in a better position to save for another character that's upcoming, because I expect Ye will be playable at some point, or reruns, because there's bloody Ganyu that's potentially coming, Albedo, and Zhao. Those are the next potential reruns that are happening. Ganyu, a lot of people skipped out on, who is really powerful. Zhao, really good character as well, highly in demand. Albedo's the missing link on that one. Less people desire him than the other two. And then, of course, they revealed that Toma is potentially going to end up in 2.2. Which is weird to think that he's... I'd like to think he'd end up on a banner with Ye, but it doesn't... They haven't revealed that she's going to be coming yet, so that's the iffy part. So it's really weird to imagine he could end up with a rerun character. I don't kind of like the idea. I think it'd be better if they do put Ye out there, but hey. I'm also really interested in seeing this girl. But no, to me, gameplay that matters for this game is team composition. That's the only thing you loosely need to do content.
Now you shall perish.
For example, for me, I want this girl to work for anything I am to do in this game. Which is why I've been messing around with team compositions a bit.
As you wish, maid Fräulein.
Shine down. Inazuma shines eternally.
No need to thank us. But, so this is the thing. When people ask me my opinions on gameplay when it comes to something like this, it's iffy. Speaking of Yai, have you seen the picture of her in a fox form? Yeah, I posted about it. In the cutscene where they show Makoto, she's literally holding a fox in her arm. Wait. In the Archon quest art thing. Yeah. You're on about the image of Makoto holding a fox that's pink. Yeah, I noticed. I made a post about it, if anything. Makes me wonder how old Ye was even in that image, because realistically, it's been minimum maximum, minimum, minimum 500 years. So realistically, unless she's around 500 years old, she's quite damn small. So, how old is she? How big do the kitsunes grow? Because we've seen some of them while roaming around and they're not that puny. So that's liable to be baby version. If it is her, which it very likely is, considering she's got the little ornament designs on her ears that are like oversized earrings. God, what the hell's up with my throat today? My neck feels really scratchy. I have no idea why. Oh god, solving puzzles. No. No, thank you. So what was that about the peace talks being a trap? So that's something from the trailer that didn't get addressed, but there's also something from the original trailer that didn't. It showed us potentially drowning. That hasn't happened yet either. From the 2.0, I'm pretty sure, special program. So far there's breadcrumbs that we've gone that we haven't actually seen any connection to in the story. Makes me wonder if either one, it's content that's been removed, or two, there's a little bit extra story to transition us going into Sumeru. What happened to my Paimon? To be honest, I always thought it was like a metaphor for, or doing something to emphasize what Ye was saying, but yeah, the thing is, Watatsumi Island, there's the area apparently around there where the people of Watatsumi originally came from. And there's the mention of the creature tied to that. So the original being that the people would have been linked to. And then there's, of course, the way out of Inazuma, because eventually we will be going to Sumeru. I'll consider it. Aye. Yeah, we eat for food. Fair enough. Well, I'm about to probably call it for stream. My neck's itchy for some reason. It feels scratchy. I think I might have overdone it yesterday, but that's neither here nor there. I bloody love this animation. It's so nice. I really hope from the story quest that it ends up permanently residing out, considering, like I said before, I really don't think there's too much issue or concern about her eroding, at least not for the time being, because she spent all that time just meditating in the plane of Euphemia, and she reacted well to the change. If she was mentally declining, wouldn't this have been the moment she would have freaked out? It was nice seeing some positivity among all the negativity surrounding the quests. The thing is, I don't get why. I think it was the ideal choice they made when it comes to doing a quest for her at this moment in time. Because to me, we've already seen the really heavy stuff, and there's no reason in hell during our first interaction with her personally that she would want to talk about anything heavy like her sister. And she was bound to be mentally contemplating things. The one thing that I've discovered from this that makes me a bit sad is the fact that the Raiden Shogun idea, the concept behind a mentality existing just to run around in her body and do the work, is the thing that is still dominant. The consensus seems to be that the Archon quest was rushed, but I don't know about the story quest. I haven't really seen anyone complain about that one. The story quest is fine. The story quest is absolutely phenomenal. To me, I feel that the side quest isn't really... The thing I find awkward for me is I personally feel it should be another character leading A around. I've mentioned this before. Characters I think would have meaningful interactions with A that I want to see would be, of course, Yai, because clearly those two are close, but Kazuha and Sarah. Sarah being because of her unwavering faith towards the Shogun and the fact that she really was aiming to do the right thing and following the Shogun's path to eternity, so she appreciates the vision of her god without it just simply being because she fears her or anything else. She truly believes. Meanwhile, Kazuha has suffered firsthand because of A/the Raiden Shogun, but she suffered in general. Yeah, she did something to someone he cared about, and the Vision Hunt Decree wasn't something he agreed with. But it's not like he's the only one who's ever suffered. Something they both understand now is loss, and clearly, if he heard the truth about her loss, I think he'd empathize, or at least try to. I would have liked to see her reactions to what A is actually like, because since she idolizes the Shogun. I would have liked to have seen it, and I hope that eventually that is delivered. I'd like to see long term when it comes to this game that all of the Archons clear up their acts. I do believe that they should still have involvement over some, not control of the people, but we see in the case of Inazuma, it genuinely believes in its god. She isn't ruling them with an iron fist. She is desired by them. They want her attention and they want her around. In that case, let her keep ruling. If the people really want that, then there's really no harm in it. Even if the idea of the visions and of the gods is really causing potential issues, it's not causing issues if people agree to it. It's like Carnaria clearly caused issues, and the perception behind the events in Carnaria, we still don't fully know what happened. Dainsleif clearly doesn't like the Archons. But at the same time, we can't really fully trust him either. And the Abyss is clearly not the best thing to rely on for information. I'd rather believe in gods that we've seen actually have positive intentions towards their people. They haven't shown any malicious signs at all yet. And I'm sure that's gonna change. Like, even the Saritsa, the idea behind her is that she once upon a time had a massive amount of love for her people, and that's changed lately. She seems to have gone cold for some reason, likely because of something that happened during the events of Carnaria, because that's the thing that would make the most sense. I wish that we can do a subplot story or event of all the Archons talking to each other. I'd like to think long term that we could. What do you think Zhongli versus Raiden lore-wise about after a quest? Well, to me, I already mentioned from the get-go that I expected to like this girl a lot because I don't want to go too much into it, but I empathize with quite a lot of what she's felt. And her lore was already implied to be sad before 2.1 even dropped. So, for me, I really like her, and I relate to her a lot in some of the things she's been through. But I do also really appreciate Venti because he's such a contrast to what I kind of expected. He's like the main happy-go-lucky, even though he's been through some shit. His perspective is so... what's the word? I want to say jubilant, but he's also not. We see him be serious within his character story quest, despite in the main story himself, aside from when he finally speaks to the Baal, and he's normally quite happy-go-lucky. It's like, I think all the Archons that we've seen so far are very well written. It's like, to me, Zhongli was the one I initially, based on the role and story alone, I disliked the most. That isn't true anymore. Well, I don't like him as much as Venti and as much as A, but I don't dislike him as much as I did initially. He's grown on me a lot when I started digging into his lore. But obviously, it doesn't help that I've never really gotten to play as him, and I wasn't bitter about that. I intentionally skipped him. Just as I intentionally skip a lot of characters, because I tend to save the characters I actually do want, or have a lot of faith in, because of lore. Go figure. C3 Baal, well, C3 A with her weapon. Go figure that I save the characters I like. In the distant future, in the progress of this game, I would love to see Fatui slay a character of some kind that would be playable. I have mixed bag feelings. I personally feel that the characters that really should be playable, regardless of what happens in main story, should be all the Archons eventually, and all of the Harbingers, even if they die. Like Signora, she is definitely dead. No one can convince me otherwise. Because I've seen people... I got sent a comment screenshot of someone saying, oh, it's representative of a moth. She's not dead. It's like, how do you fucking figure she got eviscerated by lightning? Come on. I'm saving up free gems. I don't save up money towards it. No. I don't have that sort of free money. I'm a bloody uni student. What free money am I expected to have? No, I save up primo gems in mass when I want. When I have faith that a character's going to be good, I will not pull. And I will grind the game as much as I can. This is why I said I do not want anyone thinking that they should spend towards this game based on my account. Do not do that. You make me feel guilty for doing nothing wrong. Because I'm just playing the game how I want to, because the game's easy enough to play however the fuck I want. And if anyone really thinks that meta matters in this game, then you have way too much time on your hands, or too much money, and you should maybe like donate to charity or some shit. Because all the content in this game, aside from Abyss, can be cleared with fucking anything. and it doesn't make you have any better views or bloody concept or construct behind how you use your time if you're just using all your time to make a character optimum for a game that doesn't need that much effort. That's just my stance. I personally feel that do what makes you happy, but if you think the meta matters in this game, then you're just outright wrong. Because it's just not. If the game required more from you, fine. But because it doesn't, I don't want to go too much into my university details. Just as a reply to that question, sorry. But it's me figuring out real life stuff. I don't like going too into detail on things like that. Especially when I'm still figuring things out myself. Is there anything else that I can unlock during this? It makes me so sad that so many restrictions are on this girl's dialogue. The things that excite me. I'm intrigued what she'll say about him, even though I don't think it'll be important. Both of these two are really important to me. All of the dialogues implying feelings from A herself intrigue me. And then there's this one and this one. I've already read the one on her weapon. I read it last time. So no, I've already gone through a lot of the dialogues. And I really appreciate that dialogue, actually. It was a really good dialogue. God, her design looks good. But yeah, no, I ultimately really liked her story quest, and to people who disagree with that, it's a shame. But at the same time, that's just personal preference. I think that it's realistic that you wouldn't get too heavy of an interaction with her. And the main fault I have is the fact that the story quests don't link with other characters' story quests. Because I think that way better interactions could come from that. Imagine if someone else was the one who guided her through the city. Imagine if it was Yai. Imagine if it was one of the human characters, you know, who experience Inazuma on a day-to-day basis, instead of a traveller who doesn't even live there. So yeah, we're giving her a tour of a place we've visited. It's not the same as someone who understands the area that they live in and sees the scenery every single day of most of their lives, who could actually go through ways it's potentially changed. Because the Inazuma that we experience, we've only known it this way. Meanwhile, other people, I'd assume that the shops would have gradually changed as some of the characters grew up. Which I think would actually be something that she'd care about, she'd be interested in knowing. And clearly she has opinions on her subjects as well, because there are voice lines that I can't access, but they exist. It's like, Ayaka, yeah, she's related to the commission, doesn't matter though. Kujo-Sara related to a commission, still one of her subjects. Yoimiya, not related to the commissions, firework person. Toma, related to a commission. Saganomiya Kokumi, not related to the commissions at all, if anything related to a god that she murdered. Kind of finding it difficult to judge this guy because there's so little to go on based on him. Gods. 2 gods. Her quest for an upcoming, more personal quest where it goes more into her history. I personally don't think they need to go much more. Wi-Fi. I personally don't feel they need to go much more into her history, honestly. We know a lot. We know a lot about this girl. I don't feel that for initial interactions with her, they need to dig into her history any further. We have a lot of it. I've seen some confusion on what the characters we actually plays as is Aya, the Shogun. I'd say I've heard both dialogues. So I'd say technically both. Would you consider referring to her as A as a spoiler? If someone hasn't played through the story, then yes. But here's the thing, my stream is as someone who's played through the story. So I'm gonna refer to her as A. If you want to be a massive dick about it, if you're really going to spoil people, then you'd use her actual title as a god, because we know it's not Baal. No, it was in the trailer. No, I wouldn't. Because we know that the other gods have human-ish names that they have been called by or call themselves as. It's like, their actual names are the titles they have as gods. So, she'd be Beelzebul, and we'd have Morax, and we'd have Barbatos. Or Barbatos. Either way, however it's pronounced. Venti isn't his actual name. Zhongli isn't Morax's actual name. Neither is Rex Lapis. It's like, I wonder who gave her the name of A, but it's not the name that she initially likely came to exist with. That's why when referring to as twin deities, they say Baal and Beelzebub. So, meh. What irks me is people still calling her Baal after doing the quest. Baal is dead. I can understand why. I keep almost doing it out of habit because I've been calling her that for months. It's like, I know that she's obviously dead, but at the same time, in-game, people believe that she is alive and believe that it is the same god this entire time. It's like, in the case of... Where is it? There. About Baal. But here's the thing. He knows that she is not the actual Baal. But as a deity, she's referred to as that now. I don't even call her Raiden. It feels too distant considering how much information we got on her. And because to me, Raiden makes me think more of the character who's linked to her from Honkai instead of as A. So yeah, no, I get people still referring to her as Baal. I'm gonna try and avoid doing it myself, but I completely get why. And it's a habit that I've fallen into, because if you check back on my videos, I've made a lot of videos on this girl. A lot of them. Lore ones, predictions of her gameplay, predictions of her artifacts and everything within said video. It was before the Severed Fate set was revealed, so I had no way of knowing about that set, and knowing that she'd get a set basically made for her. But yeah, no, I'd say that I've enjoyed it. I think that the people being negative about it were expecting way too much and really unrealistic portrayal of character development and character association. Because why in the hell would she tell us everything? Hell, she didn't really tell us about Makoto, about her sister. That was Yai. But anyway, I'd say this is a good point to call it. I've done the story quest now. I'll probably maybe I'll probably take a day off tomorrow and then I'll probably stream side quest stuff. Sorry, my throat's a bit scratchy. Hey, you're back. Sorry, I'm about to close off. We were just talking about the story quest and what to make of it. So I appreciate you all for tuning in. Sorry about the poor timing on the return there, but I think that I've said kind of all I can say about that story quest. So I'd appreciate if you guys would like and subscribe if you haven't already. It's cool to know you guys are interested. I think that tomorrow, if my throat is still scratchy, I should take a day to have a breather. And I'd recommend joining the Discord because that's where I tend to notify about streams. It's where I tend to talk outside of this. Outside of actually playing and streaming games or making videos, I tend to talk there. And it'd be cool to talk about the game. Hope your voice feels better soon. Same here, thank you. It's like I think I might have... I don't know if I've like been too vocal or if I might have something up. It's like I don't feel ill, but my throat really feels scratchy. So, until next time, have a good night, morning, day, whatever time it is, wherever you guys are. Hopefully this discussion's been at least worth having. It's still a shame that people don't seem to like this quest as much as I think that people should, because I think it's really good. But that's just me, apparently, and very few of us if people are mainly complaining. Take care, everyone.